Good morning. Good morning. Wait, where's my... There we go. What's up, Ninja? Chris, Fox, Falcons. What's up, Mohammed? I like the poll. How confident are you heading into this week? Super confident. Yo, what's up, DB? What's up, Bez? How was the London Ninja event? It was good, bro. What's up, Andy? Hopefully you guys can see me fine and hear me. What's up, George? Let me just let everybody know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, we are good. George, how are you, brother? Honestly, kind of disappointed because I was looking for the this high to be taken near 9:30, and it happened at like 7, which is so random. Just such a random spike. What's up, Alex? How are you? Also, happy birthday again. But yeah, random spike at around 7 to 7:05. Just price math. You're welcome. Who's going to the Profit Expo? I was gonna get into NQ longs, but it just took off. Yep. Story of my life the last few days. Yep. Yeah. How's everybody's weekend? New 15-minute candle here just seems to be pushing towards the high. We'll see what A30 does. I don't think we have high impact news today, so I think we are chilling. What'd you guys do during the weekend? Opening up my trade of 8 here, getting logged into everything. Yeah, bias is higher for today, actually. I don't think there's anything that's telling me otherwise. Apart from the fact that we've already swept the previous daily high. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what we do. We'll be patient for today's price and see what we do. Anyways, Bray's joining us at 9 a.m., so in about 50 minutes. But yeah, I'll walk you guys through what the plan is today, or what the plans are. You know, the cool thing about streaming is that these are also recorded by YouTube automatically. And so sometimes I'd be going back and watching if I was right, like my bias was right. Or if my bias was right and I took a trade that wasn't aligned with what I had in plan, to see how often I actually just be doing bullshit. Anyways, yeah, swept out those highs. I want to see if we reject off premium here. Curious to see what we do with this range. But yeah, my thing is NQ still hasn't filled this gap. ES did, however, I think. Nope, ES hasn't filled that gap either. And then there's also a divergence at the previous daily high. So as much as I want to stay bullish, I think I'd be looking for some sort of shorts here within this wick. So it'd have to be between premium. Obviously, my invalidation would be that high. But truth of the matter is, ES is the weaker asset. How do you approach trades when both pairs are positioned differently on the daily? Like right now, NQ is significantly stronger than ES. You look to take, if you're looking at short, you take the weaker asset. If you're looking at long, you take the stronger asset. It's pretty much that simple, to be honest. But yeah, I want to see what we do with the rejection off this wick. Get to 50%, 792s, and then see if we go lower. If that is the wick. Yeah, perfect. I've noticed that prices usually on a really strong trend, you have something like this, right? Where a very strong trend, fails to get above into a premium market, and then just continues lower, which some people are a fan of that, obviously. But in this market, I feel like these retraces have been almost near the high, but failed to get above the high and then continue lower. So I think that that might be the scenario here. We have a new high established, external taken, grab the new current range from there to there. I don't really use OTE, but set the OTE, super through to steady high. ES probably fits this better, this criteria. From there to there. Retrace, 62%. C distribution lower. SMT divergence at the highs. That makes sense. What are you guys looking for? Shorts, longs? What's the plan here? Yo, what's up, HM? Fresh cut? Yes, sir. This might be out of my ass, but I got a feeling we're going to see a huge drop over the next weeks. Hey, I'm with you. I am with you. Oh. Yo, what's up, Frank? Big Frank in the house. Big Frank in the house. You still in the UK? Yep. I'm here for one more week, or 6 more days. I don't really like the differences in strength between the assets. Yeah. What's SpaceX at? 177. Holy shit. Where are you going after UK? Probably home. It's 4th of July. It's 4th of July on 4th of July, so probably going back home for that. Yeah. Yeah, gonna get some fireworks. Gonna go crazy on the fireworks. The hot dogs. The burgers. After buy test Mondays are my worst days, so I was up trading on Mondays. I just watched the charts to prepare for Tuesday. That is fair. That's a good decision on your part. Fridays are my worst days. You live in South Florida? Yeah. Or more like Central Florida. Duvali. You guys been watching the games? Yeah, see here, I think we get a rejection if we get a closure. Some sort of strong closure here. We'd be positioning ourselves in the swing. 1 minute OB as well. Technically, this entire thing is a 1 minute OB. Equal lows. I'd be looking for something like this. I think this would be really, really nice. We already moved 500 points. I know. You don't gotta tell me, brother. We are just, thank you, is just swinging hundreds of points at a time. Are you in? No. No, 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 no. No, sirree. You guys, I will let you guys know if I'm in. I will let it be known. 774s. It's not a lot of risk here. There's not a lot of risk. Price is just pushing. $820. Yeah, looks like getting rejection from there as well. Ooh. Yes, on the same boat. Nice. I used to live in Miami, have family members who live in Orlando. Hell yeah. I live in Orlando currently, so. That looks like it's gonna go for that high at the 87s once more. Keep pushing higher and higher. Yeah, boys. Grew up in Plant City. Yeah, getting above premium here. The true Central Florida. Looks like it's going for the high. 821. I mean, it's still 830. Forgot to check if there was news. No news. No news Monday. I live in Apopka. Oh yeah. Also, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, head over to profit.compare and create an account. Get those points, boys. Man, just gunning straight for the high, huh? Incredible. Morning, boss. How was NT meetup? It was good. It was cool. I met some people in here actually. Yeah, just going for the high here. 822 idea is pretty much invalid here. What's up, Mara? Buenos dias. Anyways, for the next show, we're gonna have a little bit of background music. So my silence is not so silent. What's up, Junji? Junji. Wow. Just a straight impulse into the highs, huh? Straight impulse into the highs, it seems. Last area of rejection would be the 812s. Hey. Still seeing a continuation there. Give me 1 second, boys. Chicka, 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 chicka. Extras. One sec. Guys, I got an oatmeal raisin cookie. I'm getting clowned on. I'm just north of y'all in middle. Oh, GA. Yo, shout out GA. GA in the house. Boys. Not to be master of precision here, but I kind of want to take this if we get a 1 minute closure below the 802s. Master of precision. If we get a closure below 802s. If not, it's just gonna probably plunge us into the highs. High in premium. $8.26, 4 minutes till 8:30. They're just going to explunge us into the highs. 8.27. You should see some volatility here at 8:30. I'm willing to risk on this. I'm in at 809, 809.75 with the stop at 813. See if I get stopped out immediately. 809. Yeah. Damn, I was willing to actually risk on that, boys. I like that. I'm down like like $100. GA? How's GA, man? Never been actually. Surprisingly, funny enough, even though I'm a neighbor. I've never been to GA. I've been to North Carolina. Yo, you got to send Spotify playlist? Guys, I don't think we can play actual music. It sucks. It needs to be non-copyright music. Alex, how you liking to be in? Oh, I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. It drives really well. I like to move around. That's super nice there. Yeah, I've been to two towns in North Carolina, or two cities, sorry. Pushing for the highs here. See if it gets into the 828 high. Crazy if we reject. 8 points from the high. There are streamer playlists on Spotify that are open use. Okay, cool. I'll let producers know. That seems sick. Seems like a great idea actually. So 8:30 coming up here in a couple seconds. 15 seconds left till 8:30. See if you get a push into that. Nice. Yo, what's up, Ketchup? Ketchup. Yo, guys, don't forget to drop a like. It helps us immensely. Yeah, order flow, just seeing a continuation here into the high. Took the high already at the 827s, 828s. Yeah, don't forget to drop a like, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Use code LAB for all your favorite futures firms. Just letting you know. Took the high here. See if it starts a redistribution from the high. We still have that divergence with ES on multiple time frames actually. Failed to take the hourly high, failed to take the previous daily high. NQ is clearly the stronger asset here. And it is now rejecting off the previous hourly high. Yeah, that works. That seems pretty good. That seems quality. ES pulling higher, or NQ pulling higher, sorry. You don't have V adjusted on? I mean, I use such small time frames. Doesn't really make a difference on these lower time frames. What do you mean? Do we have it on? Still climbing higher. Yeah, boys. Unfortunate. I There we go. $977, 820s. Just gonna wait till 9:30 here. Not much to do. Took 2 scratches trying to short this. That's fine, honestly. I don't blame you. I took a scratch myself. $834 last minute here. Yeah, you'd probably get a couple more scratches. Unless you get a closure below here. Previous week high on it in Q today looks pretty realistic. Yeah, it does. It just keeps pushing, huh? Oh my god. This sucks, boys. There's gonna be nothing to do by 9:30. It's been like this for the past 3 weeks now, I think. We're just 530 ticks from the high. I wouldn't be shocked if at this rate we just take the high before 9:30. Just really uncommon hours, man. Your buddy lows and lows. How do you know? Oh, okay. I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna copy trade him from here on out. I don't suggest copy trading anybody, to be honest. Not worth it. It's not that hard to find an old model and stick to it. I need 1K to pass my funded. I'm at 51,954. Hell yeah, congratulations, brother. Very, very happy for you. Looking for a retracement and going long. Looking for shorts. I know it seems kind of contrarian, but I think you get a nice short move here. Retracement to FEG, yeah. Yeah, I got the TPT counts back, well, four of them. So back to 4 on TPT, which is always nice. Yeah. Yeah, just seeking higher here. I think you get a rejection off this, honestly. Get back into here. 838s, drop down maybe. But I do think you get a nice play. Kind of tempted. Send it to the lows, bro. How crazy would that be? $8.45 till the next 15-minute candle opens. I think we're too bullish for shorts, maybe? Nah. I think it's all a trap, to be honest. I think this whole move is a trap. Just mainly speaking from intuition, to be honest. Why do you think that? I've seen it one too many times. But I could obviously be wrong. $8.41, 50 minutes till the open. I think it plays the lows here. And I'm not tagged in. Unfortunate. Are you feeling good today? Yeah, I'm feeling chilling. I'm chilling, brother. How about you? I still think they dumped this through. I was a Ninja Trader, man. It was good, brother. Dump it through. This wants the lows, boys, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Okay, never mind. New 3-minute candle open, just opened and spiked up. Let's see. The lows of London. Yeah, I think so. All the way back down here. Are you in this? No, I didn't get tagged in. At the 837s, I was waiting for a retrace back up here, and I didn't get tagged. There's that 5-minute imbalance, but I think you just cruise through it. 5 and a 15-minute imbalance, but I think you're just gonna, it's just gonna dump through it, in my opinion. $8.46. Yeah, I'm looking for shorts today, boys. Just looking for shorts. And we'd be up nicely 40 points here if we would have caught this. Still think it goes to the lows. So bias is short for me today, boys. Just letting you guys know. Bias is short. We'll see. Idea will go invalid, of course, if we go for the high again. Would have been break even on this position. 3, 5, 15, yeah. We get below it though, in my opinion. Thought on the 1 minute bearish unicorn play. I'm all for it, man. I'm for the lows. I'm all for the lows. $15-minute has still 12 minutes, so maybe, yeah. Da-da-da. 3-minute swing. You're long. Good luck, guys. Good luck to you all. I think it goes lower from here. This was a false move. It will now go for the lows again, in my opinion. But good luck to you guys. 1 minute breaker confirmed. Oh yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, if you guys have your own bias, don't let me deter you, obviously. $15 sweep and 15-minute FEG. Yeah, yeah, fair, completely fair. I'm in at 825, sold the other one, break even thoughts. I think you should be safe, to be honest. That looks good for you, brother. I think we reject off this imbalance 3 minute high as well. Again, boys, order flow does seem pretty bullish, but I'm marrying my short bias here because I do think we reject off this high. Then again, I don't have a current position. I wasn't able to get tagged in, so. But the trade idea still lives. That is just my opinion. 8:51, 9 minutes till the 9 a.m. open. Because first of all, 4 hours still seems to be expanding, so you'd be going against the 4 hour. Hourly though looks good because we took out the previous hourly high. You have a divergence with ES at the highs. I still think this looks great. This is a great looking chart, in my opinion. Why do you trade against a very, very bullish trend? Because I think those highs are, some highs are in place on a higher time frame. Ow, fuck. But anyways, yeah, I will be waiting for the 9:30 open. See if you get that redistribution that I was talking about here. Maybe go for the lows, we'll see. This 5 minute BPR is holding. Yeah, I like it. You do have a 5 minute swing though. Then it's not LOL. Yeah. The contrary in play here, or to this idea, would obviously be this, which I'm sure some of you guys are already in this. But from an OB standpoint, it'd be entering on that order block, bullish order block there, and then aim for the highs. Guys, is the music playing? Do we have music? Is it? Oh no. Okay. That's fine. Hmm. See if it continues that rejection there. Looking for 752s? Hell yeah. I am looking for the lows. Pretty bearish on my part, huh? I know, I know. It'd still be okay for it to go back to the 819s and then redistribute lower. $8:55, 5 minutes till the 9 a.m. open. Take out this high and then go lower. Let's see. Have you taken the trade, Alex, or is it demo? No, I didn't get filled on this. Very shoot, but expecting super above these highs first. Ah, they'll send it here, I think. Boys, I brought the Florida heat with me. Yeah, super sunny. Ultra mega sunny. Right, we gotta get those cam settings fixed. What's your ISO at? Okay, cool. What's your I think you have the because the camera has a what's it called? Like an auto filter on the face, but I forgot how to turn that off. I think that looks better. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, that looks good. Before it looked like you were in a Breaking Bad episode. Yeah. No, when it's like live stream, it's different. Yeah. Trader Bray. Put him in here. Get his ass in here.
Oh, got me sipping coffee.
Ooh.
Good morning.
Yo,
Good
yo.
morning. Good morning.
Let's pretend like I wasn't just speaking to you.
Yeah.
Good morning.
How are you?
Dude, that looks good.
Yeah,
Camera looks
nice.
good. Camera looks great.
I think we're biased.
Nah.
Nah. Nah.
Dude, we're dumping. Let it dump.
I've been long
Oh, yeah.
since Asia.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the
Long since
lows.
what?
Yeah. Sounds crazy, right?
Does sound crazy coming from you. Yeah. 100% crazy. I want to see previous weekly high.
Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess.
Okay. What do we got going on here? Who's chatting in here? Good morning, good morning. We got Alex, we got Easy, we got all the familiar faces. Feels like
That's
I've been
crazy.
feels like I've been haven't been here for a minute. I think the last time I streamed was a while ago. Let me look.
Well, there goes
Yeah,
that
I,
idea.
I haven't streamed since a week. It's been a week.
Are these candles, man?
They're fulfilling the prophecy.
What are these candles? Random, just spikes. You would think that's 9:30.
It's fulfilling the prophecy.
So random, man. 60 points. TP hit. Congratulations to those that went long. I took no position. What a random. Just. Oh, I guess we're bullish, boys. Done for the day? Hell yeah.
Did you get a hold of Kane's vape?
Yes.
They're dangerous, eh?
Nicotine and NASDAQ.
Literally. Literally. Okay.
Well, cheers to the random spikes. This will be a news candle, Mr. Bray.
Is
Mr.
this a new
Bray.
is this a news candle? Is that what that was?
I have no idea.
Not that big, is it? It's pretty big. There's been,
Okay.
yeah, like 7 a.m. had some large candles as well.
Thanks, Juan. I'm an afterthought.
Hello, Juan. Miss you guys in the lab while we're here. So
This is
you know,
technically the lab.
this is technically, if you think about it,
The lab is not a singular thing. It's a spirit. It's a way of being. It's a way
it's
of
a
living.
it's a concept.
It's a construct.
It's a social construct. Yeah. Um. Yeah. There's not much to it for me in terms of analysis. All I want to see is
Where are you long from?
um. I'm long from. Let me show you. Long
I
from
was gonna say,
482.
God damn.
Long from 482 last night. I was initially looking to see if we could hold this previous daily low as YM had swept out that previous daily low and we created a breaker swing, but I got a little bit ambitious with that. And we ended up taking out the -2 standard deviations of the 15-minute breaker from Thursday, which formed that kind of midweek high there. And then we actually created SMT with YM at the previous weekly low as well, while sweeping out the previous daily low. And then I saw the massive freaking push that we had, the massive displacement that we had here. And these types of expansions, like on the low time frame, like they just don't get repriced that aggressively. So I just basically took the retracement into whatever I could, into whatever gap I could. I was only able to get half risk on, unfortunately, because I was hoping that we could get back down into my entry so I could add again, or maybe down into this 15-minute gap here after creating the 15-minute breaker, but it just kind of retraced into the first for value gap here, into this first for value gap in line with the breaker, and then we expanded from there. So I just kind of left it at that. Not many degens here. I mean, Paul. Yeah, I don't see Paul in here chatting too much, unless he's got a different username.
True.
I don't see Paul in here at all.
Where's Paul?
But there's definitely
Paul?
degens.
You remember Paul? Dizon, are you in here? Where's Paul?
I don't know. I haven't seen him chatting in a while.
Me neither. 31% are very confident, 31% are prepared and focused, 21% are cautiously optimistic, 17% are just surviving.
Cautiously
Okay.
optimistic. I like that. I like that approach. Honestly,
Nah,
a lot
bro.
of the time.
Fuck
Cautiously optimistic.
that. No, you're either fully optimistic or you're pessimistic. There's no in between.
I think you can be in between.
No balls. If you're in
I
between,
found
you're no balls.
I found a new way of saying having the balls to do something.
What?
It's called having the testicular fortitude.
Jesus.
You like that?
Yeah.
Did I hear my name? Yeah, I was gonna say there's some degens in here. Just wait till closer to 9:30.
Yeah, I'm shorting the fuck out of 9:30.
What is
Going for the
you pull up in England and you automatically flip to a bear. You're smoking a vape. What else? Take the mask off. Take the mask off, Kane. This is Kate. I'm being trolled.
No, I genuinely am so short biased though.
Oh, here he is. I don't know why you're I don't. I guess explain to me why you're bearish bias. Maybe I'll
I got you. Okay, look.
give me your analysis.
I got you. I got you. First off, we didn't close this gap on both assets. Right? That's the first basis. Like, there's no orders exchanged here.
I can't see your screen. I think we're still
We
on
need-
my screen.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We need to close this. We need to close. Like, we never leave those open. Secondly, look at the daily chart on ES and NQ. Divergence at the previous daily high. ES has failed to take the previous daily high. It's the weaker asset. And thirdly, oh, damn. Well, I guess the hourly divergence is gone. Did we take the high on ES? By a tick. Yeah, that's basically my two.
Which gap are you talking about?
The, this one.
The ES new week opening gap? The one that NQ
What
filled?
What's the current contract?
NQH. Or, yeah. Is it NQH?
Yeah, it's NQH. No. No.
Sorry. Oh, wait. I can tell you. QU. I mean, yeah, NQU.
Oh, I guess it did
Oh.
close it on the NQU.
Yeah. But even then, like, that's... I see what you mean. I think, kind of the
just
fact
think-
that
Yeah.
just the
think we
framework
just
that we
died.
got from we created a fat 4-hour bullish breaker off of that
Okay.
new week opening gap.
It's an oat and raisin cookie.
That's the gayest shit. Man.
They're not that bad. They get a bad rep.
Someone's got to eat them. Oh yeah, zoom in on him eating that. There you go.
Thank you. We went full screen on me.
Shame. Shame.
It's if it's just the right ear. I have both. Thanks, producer.
If you only have an earring on your right ear, that means your gay, or is that not a thing now? I thought it was the left ear.
No one else did.
I know. I don't know. He's got an ear.
He didn't hear it. You didn't hear it, but Ali did.
What colors do you use for your candles? Because they look nice. Here, I'll show you.
It's orange in your shirt.
So the bullish candle is, can I? Here's the code. Let me just copy it. And I'll send it in chat. That's the bullish candle. That's the bearish candle. Morning, Panos. Doing well. How are you? JL?
Jack Lee.
Jack Lee, that was the other DJ.
I met him in person.
At the, was he at the Ninja Trader event? Or the Tradeify event, or whichever?
Yeah. My whole life is a lie.
You use continuous contract or monthly? I use the continuous contract for charting. It'll mimic the front month contract, so the current contract that we're on, which is NQU. But since I execute on the micro, I just execute on the current contract, not the continuous. Because if you're going to execute, you can't really execute on the continuous contract. It just automatically executes you on the front month contract anyway. I just use the continuous for charting because I can go back a lot further if I want to do any high time frame stuff. All good. Waiting for open. Can only frame some shorts, but think I'm going to stay flat today. Okay. Yeah, for me to get short, I need to see high time frame, give me some sort of evidence, and we don't really have that at all. Don't really have that at all.
Probably going for all-time high? Yeah. Not. Watch. Yo, the person to comment the number closest to the close in the prop from compare Discord gets a 50K TPT account. Alex, send that invite. Please. The person to comment the number closest to the close gets a TPT eval 50K. You guys can comment in the Discord.
It has to be done before 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it has to be done. You have to send in the number prior to 11 a.m. Eastern, before the stream ends. And no editing. If you edit it, you're going to be disqualified.
30,984.25.
That's yours? That's your guess?
That's my guess.
30,984.25.
0.25.
Okay.
You never know. What if someone guesses 0.75 or 983.75? Then I gotta, you know.
Hold on, sorry. What channel? Just put it in trades, the trades channel. And then Alex just make a new one, new channel? Okay. So again, the person to comment the closest number to the close, 4 p.m. Eastern time, market close, gets a TPT 50K eval. They're gonna make a new channel for it, so just make sure to join the Discord, discord.gg/propfirm, then you can comment your number in there. The channel is called Market Game. Is it a thread or? Oh, right under trade, the trades channel, Market Game. At what time does the channel need to be locked? 11 a.m. Eastern. You're finally moving break even.
Oh yeah, I kind of just forgot, to be honest.
Patient man.
There's a lot of things that'll have to happen that would get me out long before we ever get to my entry. So. What I would like are some sort of ads, to be honest, but I just don't know where I can get them at. I think it would have to be probably a London low play sorts, but London low doesn't really have a protected low anywhere. So it would have to be kind of us getting back down, taking London low, or failing to take London low, and then using this breaker block.
C1.
And potentially these opening prices here. Digital open at midnight for kind of either we fail it and then I can just get long on an ad, or we take the low and then I can get a juicy ad, and then I can probably just, my average entry will probably get to here and then I just go break even, and then it's basically just a break even trade. It remained. But I'd like to get more size off just so I, don't have to settle for a half R. Because what are we up right now? We're currently up 2.7, 2.6.
You've captured 800 ticks. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't wait for this.
1,500 ticks.
Can't wait
for
for
this
this to Can't wait for them today to end at minus 2.5%.
Percent.
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 Also, boys, be sure to like and subscribe. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed and you're not chatting, you're just idling by, talk to us. We're here for you. 8:56 is okay.
10 minutes till open.
10 minutes. Minutes. Zero.
What's that music I'm hearing?
How many accounts would I realistically need to get a 10K a month? You can do it with one.
Yeah, you don't need many.
Body. Ooh, there she goes. All right, boys, I'm short from the 858s. Stop is above the high. I'm in for a quarter of my risk here. Not looking to risk normal size, as it is a high risk short. Quarter of my risk on this short here at 858s. What's up, Jordan?
Morning, Jordan. Off topic, but when you're, if I want to record my screen and my camera just for like reels and stuff, do you just use OBS, or how do you get your layout that specific way where you have your camera on top and then screen on the bottom? Do you just kind of edit it via OBS, or?
I record them separately and then I edit it using CapCut.
Oh, you record them separately. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do that through OBS, or do you do it through something different? Because I don't think I can. Can I record
CapCut.
two different? I don't have CapCut. Like you record it on your phone, or do you? Oh no, you have CapCut on your computer.
No, I mean, like I just screen record it and then I edit it. Oh, producer, we can see. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna get stopped here, boys. Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
bad.
I pulled up my OBS. Yeah.
Wait, what happened to your camera?
What did happen to my camera? Yeah.
You're stretched. Close your OBS.
That shouldn't happen. I didn't even have anything recorded or anything. It's even on Zoom. It did that.
Oh, stopped out here, boys.
I look stupid. How do I? Yeah. How do I fucking fix that? I look like a circus character standing in one of those funky houses. I could reset my camera. That's the face you yeah. 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 Here, I'll turn this off. It's still doing it. The fuck? It still looks like stretched. Just on Zoom. We'll see how it looks on here.
Mondays are fine for me, guys. Fridays are the shitty days. Fridays are just horrible for me.
Still looks kind of funky, doesn't it?
You're a funky.
Oh no, that's okay. It's just zoomed in, I guess. Yeah, I'm zoomed all the way out.
What'd you do?
I don't know. All I did was open OBS trying to record some shit, but my camera didn't like that. Oh, you can't use OBS. It interrupts something. Oh, sweet. Okay. I might just figure that out later, I guess. Yeah, okay, thank you. Morning, Drace.
Just dump it.
Big chillin' over here.
Touch. No. It looks good, right? I think they sent this to London Lows. Just waiting for another confirmation here. See if we make a.
Kind of hope they do take it to London lows.
You wouldn't close your position and then just re-enter there?
No, because then I'd have to go on full risk. I could just add more, and my average entry will probably get brought up to the midnight, like 12:30 low. I think.
I wonder whether ES will sweep previous day high first, though. No.
No, if it does
Dude.
that, then it's cooked. And it's probably gonna just there's London low. So if we take London low, that's 150. 482 is my position. It's enough. 155, and if I add a contract, then that's 75. So my average entry will get dragged to 562, which will leave me with like, yeah, if I put my stop at low, that's like 38 points of risk. So not bad.
Fuck me, this looks good.
Where does this 15-minute breaker take us if we get the 15-minute?
Bro,
15-minute breaker takes you to London low.
790. If they get to 796 before 9:30 open, that's gonna be shameful. These fuckers.
See what this 9:30 wants to do. At the moment, it looks like we're gonna probably get a run lower. Whether it's a Judas or not is left to be known, but if it's a Judas, we'll kind of figure that out as we go. It'll show us some specific confluences, your liquidity, your SMTs, your breakers, your whatnot.
Your who's and what's it?
Your who's and what's your doodads and doohickeys? Roast Reese is just pissing everybody off and click up. That's funny. Okay. Fuck your shorts.
Damn.
Previous weekly high.
Jeez. Just going for the high.
It's crazy. Yes, took previous daily high, right?
Oh, it did? Yes,
Think
previous
so.
daily high.
Yeah. NQ kind of stepping up the gas here. YM and ES are still
Dumping.
holding strong.
Wait. What? Fuck. Me. I didn't get in. Boys. Oh shit. Forgot.
Go for that London low, potentially. I'm not interested in shorting it, but definitely looks like it wants to run some sort of lows, whether it be those pre-market or kind of those 4 o'clock lows.
I'm gonna put myself in puts.
I think this is all Judas personally.
Think so?
Yeah, for me. I know it's not what you're thinking, but we didn't really create any new criteria. All we did was delete the present SMT that we already had. YM and ES are still kind of trading higher. ES is kind of coming off that high a little bit, but I don't know. I think when you delete SMT like that you previously had, when you had all the chances in the world to create your shift,
Yeah.
and then you don't really give any sort of movement until you delete that SMT, kind of makes me think that they're just either gonna chop it up for the for the rest of the AM just because we've already had, 500 points of movement since overnight, or this is just a Judas and we're gonna grab and go higher.
Understandable, yeah.
But either way, I have skin, but it's not skin that it's not risk, just because I'm at break even already and I have plenty of opportunity to get out if I need. So.
All right, I'm gonna join some calls here. Or some puts, sorry. I think they dump it from here. See. Nope. Just going for the high again.
Yeah. That 845 swing low is kind of the line in the sand on the 15-minute. If we close below that, then that gives you your gateway to more shorts, but they really rejected the shit out of it.
Yeah, I did. Super strong.
Uh-huh.
What's ES doing?
Ripping.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't say ripping. Its candle is full though. Like it's open low, high right now. There's no wick really. We are nearing that previous weekly high. I'm just going to take full off up here, to be honest. Be about 4R for me. If we can get up there. Who knows, they might want to kind of create a relative equal high up there, but I think we have projections past it. I think if anything, we might create relative equal highs on all-time high, and then we can see maybe a retracement and then kind of create your market maker model from there. So more or less kind of like create your relative equal high here, consolidate, and then create your sell side of the curve, and then we can target buy side of the curve later on in the week. We don't really have much news this week though, do we?
No.
Not really. I think we have red folder on Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday, GDP and PCE. That's pretty much it. Everything else is orange. But week after we have NFP. NFP's on a Thursday though. It's Friday, bank holiday. Very interesting. Chat's pretty quiet today, I've noticed.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody hung over from the weekend or what?
All right. Still like the idea though. $740. Let me check what QQQ price that is. 137.
Actually, yes. Fuck, you're nursing one? Nursing one this morning? Degen.
Why is my chart not loading on here? All right, I'm joining some puts.
Boots.
If I can get filled.
I am sure how
Fuck. I'm not gonna get filled on these. Okay.
Might just be nonsense. Nonsense.
Send it to London lows.
Sweeping out highs, sweeping out lows, sweeping out highs. Now it looks like we're going to sweep out more lows. This isn't...
It's not ideal.
No. 4 hours closing extremely bullish. It does have a devil's mark.
Send that shit to the lows.
At 6 a.m. open.
All right. You're out? Oh yeah. Kane caught a nice short. I'm looking for the lows here. I'm in 15-0 DTE contracts. From 861, just about. Looking for those lows. I got 739 puts on QQQ. We're at 741 currently. I think these will pay handsomely once we get there.
All eyes are going to kind of be on this 4 hour for me. See how the 4 hour closes. But it looks kind of shitty. If you go down to the low time frame, like this is extremely hard to navigate. So we're not going to put ourselves in that scenario. We're just going to stay on the high time frame and let it do its job.
And it failed to take that low, it might be a failure swing here. But I still like my puts, so I'm just gonna hold on to these boys. no continuation here to the downside whatsoever. Let's see if this 1 minute can get us back below that low. Great targets below. Yeah, I like it. New 15. Oh. Okay.
Did create a 15-minute bearish breaker there, but lacking a ton of confluence for me to have any sort of concern with it. Am I still long? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't want to take those lows.
Yeah, that's why I got out early. It's just so fucking rough.
Any rules against passing Apex 25K account in one trade? I don't know. I feel like Apexes you can do it in one day, but you'd have to do your own research on it.
Going back for the high, it seems. Failed to take that low.
10:45 tomorrow. Straight. Straight line.
Nasty.
Yeah, nasty work for sure.
This 1 minute is fucking atrocious. So is the 5. The 5 actually looks worse.
Time is it? 9:50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Re-entering puts here actually with the stop above the high. Got stopped on my previous one's break even, unfortunately. If it gets to the high, I'll close them out. Yeah, it looks like it wants it. 9:51, 9 minutes for the next hourly open. Did it take, what is it? Oh no, it has a previous weekly high.
No.
This will be my last attempt here for the day. Market is so bullish, it doesn't make sense to short.
Just because it doesn't make sense to you, Ben, it doesn't make sense to someone else, right? I mean, I'm in the same camp as you where I'm not shorting this, but someone else, if Alex sees a valid short idea, then he's got to take it. He's got to take it. Just under 6 minutes until the 4-hour and hourly candle closes. At the moment, it is looking like we're going to get a bullish close on both. Things can change in the last 5 minutes, though, for sure. I want to see us continue to just close green here. That'll give us the most probability that we're likely to target this previous weekly high here as our draw for the day. But it's been a pretty stinky AM session so far, in that it's just been kind of consolidating, sweeping out highs and lows, just kind of seek and destroy style in the low time frame. Which you can kind of half expect given the overnight expansion that we did have. Might be due for a little bit of a
Huh?
consolidation.
No, I'm in puts still. Oh, you mean stream? Yeah, still on here. Yeah, just watching this. I'll close out of my.
Choppy day.
Yeah, I'll close out of my puts if we get above the 30s. Nice. Okay, looks like it's climbing back up here. Yeah, just wrong buys for me today, I guess. Or just choppy.
Mhm.
This will be my last attempt. Once I close out of this, then that'll be it, boys. When? Yeah, I'm in puts, but I'm not in futures. In puts, options. No, I know, but like what?
So you took the same trade as you?
Which one? This one?
So you took it to what price are you sure? Oh, you short there.
Damn.
And at least you just sort of stayed down and then come back up.
No, that was the one I didn't get filled on.
Well, you
Yeah.
just took it now. Yeah, just like 3 minutes. Yeah. So 9:51, I was out at 9:54. I was like, jeez. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna close out my position here if it gets above the 930s, which I think it will. And that'll be my 2 losses for the day, boys. Let's see.
Crypto's ripping.
Is it really?
I rebought at 61, closed out at 63. Yeah, we both went down. It broke a weekend chart, Bitcoin looked so bad.
I know. Last minute here. All right, close out of these.
I've actually never seen a full bearish chart in my life.
2 losses for me today, boys, fortunately.
Suck.
30 seconds on this candle here. Looking like it's going to close. Yeah.
Strong close there.
Yeah, really strong. It was looking dicey at 9:45. Can't lie. Damn, I'm locking out 4Ls today. Very good choice. Very good choice. There's no need to win the war in a day if you lose the battle, right? Come back tomorrow with a clear mind. Don't sweat it. Give me previous weekly high. Don't give me any sort of BS, please. It's probably going to give me BS, though. Let's be real. Previous hourly high, SMT with YM. My camera is definitely shouldn't be that zoomed in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna
It's
have
not
to,
the zoom. It's like a stretch.
yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I'm sure as soon as I open it up next time it's gonna be fine. I think it's just because I opened up OBS and it probably fucked with some things. I gotta have it open prior. Bray, where am I from? Canada. Canada.
All right, boys. I think I'm gonna call it there. 2 losses for me. Just walking away.
All right, bro.
Come
Tough
back
one today. It's all
tomorrow.
good.
Yeah, super tough. Anyways,
It's all good.
appreciate you, boys. Much love. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right, bro.
Peace.
Talk to you in a bit. See ya. Okay. Just me. Just need some makeup. Nah. We're chilling. It was looking really crisp when I first opened it up, but then I opened up OBS and things just kind of took a turn for the worst. So probably just a matter of resetting everything, but I'm not going to do that midstream. It'll work. What's up, HM? How you doing, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Just want to see previous weekly high, dude. That's all I want. That's all I want. Nothing for me to do here at the moment, though. Just to kind of, other than sit and wait. It's a very boring type of day. Doing great. You in a trade? Yeah, I am. I've been in long since fucking 8:15 last night. So I've just been sitting in these for a minute now. Up currently, what is that? 440 points. Something like that. Yeah, 450 points. Waiting for previous weekly high. Swept out this previous daily low from Friday. Still maintained, obviously, the 4-hour breaker. It's the 4-hour breaker in question. This big fella right here. Swept out previous daily low. ES took out, or sorry, not ES. YM took out previous weekly low. In the making of that, we prepped a 15-minute and a 5-minute breaker. And then I just basically, once we expanded like this massive candle was on the low time frame. I was watching it. these sort of expansions like that. Like there's multiple gaps. Tend to not get filled, so I just kind of got in where I could. I knew that I wanted to just be in with within this 50-minute break or somewhere. Managed to get in a little earlier, which was good. Will you trail your stops or not? I could, but the thing is I'm probably not going to take a trailing stop. I'm probably just going to close either if we create some sort of model or create some sort of counter trend idea that's in line with my system, I will close, or we hit TP. My stop is at break even here, but I suppose you could move it here. But like for me personally, for me to get out of this trade, it's either going to be we create some sort of 50-minute bearish breaker with actual confluence, or we hit my TP. So the stop is kind of irrelevant at the moment because it's not really doing anything because I'm going to manage it manually. I just have it there just in case, I guess. But yeah, there's not really any sort of protected lows until you get to here. This is all just kind of, I suppose this would be protected, but not really any sort of SMT attached. I'm now short NQ 30,866 entry point, expecting a sharp pullback to the downside. Sweet. Good comms. I think you're about 5 minutes too late. Because I think your shit got ran already. 886. Yeah. Just prop HM. Just prop. I love when we get those messages in there. When people, there's lots of people that'll come in here and say a message of how they're short and give a signal. And it's like 5 minutes after they actually take their entry. Weird ass day where you know the destination, but entries are tough. Down $35, closing it out. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. AM session was tough for entries, to be fair. If I wasn't long from the overnight session, I don't think I would have had a position on today at all. I don't think. I would have been waiting for us to create some sort of SMR inside of the London low. Or like take the 6 a.m. low here. But yeah. It's toying with me here though. I just want to see it expand through and just take that previous weekly high. Rono signals. I'm out. Yeah, sorry. No signals today. I just told you where the draw was. If I have an entry, though, I will tell you when I'm getting into trades. So you can do with that information what you will. But nothing from my end today in the AM session. I'm usually pretty good about when I'm getting into a trade, show you guys the trade, show you guys the execution, show you the stop, show you the take profit, give you logic as to why. If you can't do that, if I can't do that as someone who's live streaming my trading, then quite literally, I shouldn't be doing it. No one should be doing it if they can't sit in front of an audience of people, however many it may be, and explain their logic for what they're doing and why they're doing it. Kind of just going to be watching. At this point in time, like, I just want to see this deliver. If we create any sort of breaker to the downside, like, that just tells me that I just have to continue waiting. So if we create this 1 minute breaker, there's probably a good chance that I just cut it. But obviously, being this close to it, you kind of tend to see the probabilities of it going here before it going all the way down here. But there's a real world in which we kind of just create relative equal highs here and then come off of that high, which would be super not ideal. I would like to stay into this position, but I don't want to sit through a bunch of bullshit all day. That's for sure. Especially considering I'm already up a considerable amount of points, but yeah, as I say that, look at this. What's your average contract size now that you trade the 15-minute chart? Well, when I'm trading the 15-minute chart, I don't solely trade the 15-minute. I will trade other time frames like the 5 and the 1, but it's all dependent on the volatility that's present, right? And the stop sizes, right? So I base my contract sizes and my risk based off of how many points my stop loss is, right? So it can be anywhere from 1 micro all the way to 1 mini. It all depends on the current environment that we're in, right? So I would say an average right now is about between 3 and 5 micros, kind of given the current volatility. This is just a half position, the one that we're in. Half position. So it's only risking about half the amount that I normally would want to. So it's a little smaller than normal. Yeah, probably line in the sand for me, given the time of the day. If we close below this 1 minute low here, I'm probably just going to close out. Because with us forming this low here, didn't really create any sort of protected low with any sort of high time frame SMT. This could all just be ran out, right? So this low is your line in the sand. Any closure below that, probably just going to close out. Hopefully it doesn't just melt right through it, but we'll see. We're fairly safe. It's just I don't want to give back any more profit than I need to. It's a shame that we just missed my previous weekly high target too. Might just be me losing patience for it, which I mean, it is fair. I've been in this trade for fucking 14 hours. How'd you guys make out today, though? Some of you, I know some of you took some losses and you're closed out for the day. Some of you kind of just ended off BE given the rough environment of the AM session. I understand that. But how did the rest of you do? Just join shorts. Nice. See how this 1 minute closes. I'm out. Still like 3-ish R on that trade. Very good chance they come off of this high. And then we target these equal highs later as an even higher probability draw. Starting to use standard deviations pretty solid. Yeah, it's honestly they're such a game changer. They really help guide you to the proper liquidity levels or liquidity pools. Okay, so I did get out of that trade, right? So that's solid profit on the day. We literally just missed my previous weekly high, and we started talking about a potential for if we form any sort of breaker against my idea, there's a real chance in which we can maybe continue lower and sweep out some of these lows that the AM session so graciously left us. I'm not exactly interested in taking out or waiting any longer for this to get hit. I'd rather just collect my profit. And what I can do is target these relative equal highs at a later point in time with a very high probability draw. The reason why this happened is, well, realistically, it happens all the time. When you have solo highs like this, a lot of the time the market will trade right up kind of to the bodies of those high time frame candles, right? You can see the hourly body. Trade up to those bodies, create a relative equal high without taking liquidity, and then it'll retrace, right? This is kind of the makings of those lovely equal highs that we like to target at a later point in time, right? So we're setting the stage for this now. So whenever you're targeting solo highs, here's a great tip, right? If you see a solo high and that's your draw on liquidity, if you don't take that high and you just kind of create a relatively equal high without taking it, and then you create a breaker like this, it's a good chance that you're probably going to come off that high or low and you're going to be able to target it at a later point in time. I don't always close out. I don't necessarily just close out once we get close to it. I'll kind of wait for confirming criteria to tell me that it's not going to go take it, which was what this 1 minute breaker was. I'm totally with Alex. They're going to fill this gap sooner or later. Well, the thing is they filled the gap. So the gap is filled. But I'm not saying you're wrong, but just because there's an unfilled gap down below, it doesn't mean that we have to go fill it right now. It doesn't mean that there's not good opportunities on the chart for longs, right? You could have been saying that since April 8th and you would have missed out on fucking 5,600 points, right? And it's not even really the case because we actually did fill the gap, right? Gaps don't need to be filled immediately. The gap on the daily? Which gap on the daily? Gaps don't need to get filled. They just need to get repriced to. We filled the new week opening gap. Gaps being filled. There's gaps back down from the tariff crash. Yeah, exactly. We filled this new week opening gap. Sure, we didn't completely fill the actual gap from Thursday, June 11th's high, right? But filling a gap doesn't mean we balance the price range. Okay? Because you'll have wicks on the other side. The wicks, and filling those are kind of what tell the story here, right? So really the only inefficiency was kind of here to there on the daily. We filled that, respected it, and then we're moving higher. You know? Somehow my chart is looking way different. I don't got the big wick. Maybe you're on the different chart. I'm on NQ continuous with B adjust on to adjust for contract changes. Maybe that's it. But still, even if it wasn't filled, it's irrelevant. Structure is what matters. Liquidity and structure, not filling gaps. That's just the way I see it. Is wick fill considered filled, or it needs to be filled by the body? I'll be honest with you, I don't really care about wick fills whatsoever. I don't care about wick fills whatsoever. I would say if the wick filled it, it's priced for in order for it to be filled, it just needs to be traded to. You don't need a body there. You don't need any sort of, actual closure. You just need wicks. Bray, any advice on life outside trading? I'm so keen to trade full time, but unfortunately I don't have the financial privilege to do so, and I feel so dispassionate with other work. I can't really tell you much because I don't trade full time either, but that's because it's by choice, I guess. Well, not exactly by choice, also by circumstance. Like I don't make nearly enough in order for me to comfortably trade full time. But I also have other work that I'm passionate about. I speak about this probably every stream because someone asks me if I'm a full-time trader and I tell them no, and then they ask why. And the reason why is because I don't get any fulfillment from trading. I don't get any fulfillment from trading really. Like it's just a means, right? It's just a means of making money and raising capital, right? And it's obviously a skill set that you can leverage a lot, but as a trader, you're really providing no value to the world. And that's a huge, huge factor that goes into my fulfillment, is providing something for the world. And I just don't as a trader. At least I don't feel I do. So if you're kind of at the point right now, wrong, where you want to trade full time, but you don't have the financial privilege to do so, then you just need to put yourself in a situation where you do have the privilege to do so. So you're kind of just in a position where you have to ride it out. You know what I mean? Like you have to just deal. Maybe find other things that you are passionate about. Trading doesn't need to be the be all end all. You just need to find other things. So I would say I'm not sure how old you are. I mean, not even that it matters, but I would say if you're young and you don't really have any relative responsibilities per se, comparatively to someone who might be a little older with a family and kids, go out and try stuff. Go out and try new things. Go out and, basically go make a fool of yourself. Go do something new and suck at it, get better at it, and find something that you enjoy doing outside of trading. Because I really don't see the benefit in being a full-time trader. You should have something else. Like, you got to have something else too. I'll die on that hill. Whether that is educating, whether that is doing something that isn't for money, like being a dad or being a mother, having a family. Maybe you work for charities. Maybe you provide for your community in some other way. I don't know. Maybe you like golf. Maybe you want to go play fucking golf or do something, right? So it's just it's just a tough situation that you're in, wrong. Like you kind of just have to just grind through your situation. And if you don't like where you're at, then find a way out. You're not going to stumble. You're not going to stumble into something else. You got to put in the work for it. So I think you doing this stream is providing value to the world. I appreciate that. But yeah, this is different than trading, right? This is just me sitting in front of a computer talking to you guys, right? And I do enjoy just chatting and giving some sort of insight where I can. And I do get some fulfillment from that. But I mean, like outside of the trading space itself. Bray took the short at 1 minute CIST when we had a double top, I think, while Alex had 2.5 standard deviations. Yeah, man, just follow your plan. What do I do apart from trading? I am a full-time firefighter paramedic in my city. So that is my kind of career, full-time career. And then my work schedule just allows me to do this as well. So I've been doing this for like 4 years. I've been a firefighter for total, it'll be coming on 7 years now in November. So about 6.5 years at the moment. Looks like we had a good exit. The logic that we talked about was very valid, as the chart suggests. And I guess for those asking about, why didn't you trail your stop or will I trail my stop? The reason why I didn't is for this exact scenario right here. And it's because it'll show me a sign when I want to get out. And that's exactly what happened there. That explains the stash. Yeah. Hey, Bray, do you have Instagram or any social media? I do. Can we get a plug, producers, for my Insta? Insta is going to be Trader Bray, at Trader Bray, no caps. X is Disco Bray. I should probably change it, but do I think shorts are in charge, or is this just a retracement? I don't think shorts are in charge per se. At the moment, I guess it's kind of relative, right? On the 1 minute, yeah. On the 5 minute, yeah. But on the 15 and the hourly, no. It's all relative. Sorry, I was messaging someone else here. Good for you, Bray, for having your life figured out. This figuring out phase feels awful. The uncertainty of life kills me inside. I would not at all say that I have my life figured out. Nobody has their life figured out. Anyone that says they do is lying. Everyone's just at different phases, right? So it's a matter of just realizing where you're at and working from there, right? And don't compare to others. Like I don't have my life figured out one bit. I have so many things that are uncertain. But as for me, you said the uncertainty of life kills you inside. I kind of enjoy the uncertainty. Um, because I've just become through my years just being open-minded and welcome to a bunch of different things because I have this deep belief that like whatever happens is meant to happen, right? So I wouldn't say that I have any sort of part of life like completely figured out. There's things that I've maybe progressed in, but yeah. I'd say just be a little more open-minded and don't think that it's the end of the world. Your current situation is that that it's the end of the world because it's really not. You are where you are for a reason. Wasn't I in TOTK? Yes, I was. Long, long time ago. I am 28 years old. "28 years old," or years young, if you think about it. Man, what a move. And if for today, Bray, thanks to you tomorrow. Yes, sir. Actually, I don't think I'm streaming tomorrow. I don't think. No, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'll be around though. I will be around. Entry 908, TP 696. Nice, good short. Alex was right. He was just too early. Yeah, he was a little. He just had to deal with a little bit of the tomfoolery. Is there a way to see the schedule for who's streaming what days? Alex said, yeah, there is. I think we're pretty vocal about it on our Instagram and X. But yeah, if you go to that link, you can see the schedule. I'm actually going to bookmark that because that's good to know. Yeah, these lows eventually were kind of toast. There was no protected low here whatsoever, but now that we have swept out that low, I think I'd still want to see London low get rated. Oh, yes, created equal lows with London low. That's why. I was going to say, it looks like it took it. They were honeydicking you, indeed. Indeed, they were honeydicking you. Yeah. I love the way we set up these highs though. I can't lie. Equal highs, previous weekly high. We have previous weekly low SMT already. All we need is some sort of confirmation to take us higher. Previous day low has been taken. We took it already, no? Current low. Okay. I don't know. We could. Honestly, you can do whatever it wants, but it's going to give me a clean long, and we are going to take these highs. I don't think we get there. I think we can just sweep London low and fucking use these lows right here as your invalidation. And then just rip it back up to the highs, to be honest. That'd be kind of the first idea that I have. I am. There's not even really like a 15-minute bearish breaker here. You have no swing high off of this. The way it's set up, like I understand you close below, like well, we're currently closing below swing low here, but like there's no swing high associated with it. And you could, I guess, take like this swing high, this swing low, this higher high here. But this swing high and this swing low were part of this breaker that got confirmed and then got fucking ran. So I don't think it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm being too hard headed on denying shorts. Because if it was showing me something, I would get in. And like it's SMT list too. There's 0 SMT. So there's the London low SMT with ES now. Bray, huge thanks as always, man. I caught the short, so I'm done for the day. It's 34 degrees here in the UK, so I'm getting out in the sun. Good stuff, man. Happy to help, Andy. Enjoy the rest of your day in the sunshine, brother. That's a hot one. Make sure you wear your sunscreen. Yeah, catch you tomorrow, bro. Catch you tomorrow. So we've currently got some SMT at the London low with ES. I could see us taking it out too, and then YM fail. YM's a ways away from its London low, so we could probably just use this this unmitigated breaker that we have. You might be able to get another entry here on some sort of confirmation. I would want to see some sort of confirmation out of here instead of just buying this breaker blindly, because this breaker didn't really create any sort of SMT, but we can use it as a POI. And then we can play 1 minute confirmations off of it. So right now that would look like trading above this high here. But we're not going to be too crazy with it at the moment. We're going to let it show us what it wants to do. We've kind of met the max expansion of the 1 minute breaker from the highs. Tapping into that 50-minute bullish breaker at the moment. Very important to just let the market show you what it wants to do here, right? There's nothing saying that this low can't get rated, right? Nothing saying that at all. It's not protected by any sort of divergence or anything like that. It didn't sweep any sort of session-based liquidity, right? The current invalidation point for this buy model here is this low right now. That's the only one until we create something with this London low SMT, if that even happens. Those two and a halves take you right back up to the highs. We'll see. Closing above that 1040 does look kind of, that looks like the potential setup. But like I said, we're going to let it show us. We're not taking no fancy IFEGs, nothing. We want to see true confirmation of the 1 minute off of this 15-minute. Still in that long? No, we got out like up here. As soon as we confirm this 10, we close below this 1005 low, I got out. This is the long setup that I kind of wanted for ads at 9:30 if we had gotten that. But this is okay too. How many points did I catch in the end? Let me find out for you. Let's go there. Executions. Where was it? 482. Yeah, that's the loss that I took prior. Bye. Then took an L there. 482. 897. 897 minus 482. What is that, like 415? Yeah, 415. 415 pointeroos. Pretty solid. Yeah, having full risk on would have been nice. Would have been ideal to have that. But we were only able to get half off just because it was expanding so far away. I don't like chasing like that, but in a moment like that, I will put on half a position. And then if we get the retracement that I want, then I'll add my other. But instead, we just kind of ripped from there, which, I mean, it made for a low stress position because I was A, half risk, and B, immediately in profit with zero concerns about anything turning against me. And if it did retrace, then I would have been given an opportunity to get on full risk. So kind of a good scenario, but definitely, excuse me, definitely would have liked to be full risk on that. That would have been much nicer. this point. Just sweep out this low again for a 10:45 sweep of the 10:30 low. Gives us a little bit of a smaller breaker as well. There's that low swept out. New breaker. How did me and Kane know each other? Just from being online. I knew Alex before I knew Kane. Then I was in the lab just as a member. And then met Kane through that. At this point, I don't think it's going to happen at 10. This hourly candle is closing as a deep, deep C2. So yeah. Yeah, just with how heavy the 1 hour looks. And we're so close to finishing the hour. Like it's pretty, pretty close to finishing this hourly candle. And the way that it's closing is incredibly bearish. So we're probably just going to have to wait. I would rather, honestly, take a setup later on in the week, like tomorrow. Instead, but I love these highs here. I love them. Whatever we got to do to form some sort of buy model to go take out those highs, I'm in. Doesn't have to be from here. We can go sweep out this fucking Asia low and daily low. Oh, we can go all the way back down here for all I care. That would be breaking a 4-hour breaker though. And we've already got SMT there. So Yeah. Pretty boring session, to be honest. We kind of just managed the trade that we were already in. Managed it quite well, in my opinion. Otherwise, we'd be sitting basically almost at break even. So, managed it well. There was no criteria for me to get short. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm probably just going to leave it, to be honest, guys. There's this. We just keep creating breaker swings. Hourly closing bearish. 30-minute. Everything is closing bearish. Except maybe the 15 if you get a swing there, but we'll have created a new bearish breaker. Just no SMT or nothing at it. So I think I'd rather wait for something else. Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't normally like longing when you have a high time frame candle closing as that. 15-minute swing though. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna let it go, to be honest. Okay. I think we're gonna call it here, fellas. Pretty good AM session. Didn't capture shorts as no criteria was present for me to take them. We were in longs from the overnight session and ended up closing them out as soon as we had that breaker there on the idea that we could probably see a retracement of all these lows here because these lows were all just kind of asking to be taken. But yeah, going into the rest of the week, I want to see some sort of long framework set up to capture these equal highs here of the previous weekly high, and then ultimately up into the all-time highs. Wherever we form that, that is to be determined. At the moment, we have a 1-minute breaker created But the hourly candle has closed bearish. 15 closes a swing, 30-minute close bearish. Not exactly keen on it, personally. I'd rather wait for something else. So if it wants to go off of this, then by all means, but I'd rather wait. So we're going to call it there. I'm going to go about the rest of my day. I'll be streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you guys have a good start to your week. Trader Bray on Instagram, Disco Bray on X. I'll plug that in there. And Disco Bray on X. If you want to follow me on there, I share some of my insights, psychology stuff, whatever. Also, if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on those platforms via DMs. Usually I'm pretty good about getting back to DMs if it's a good question. So yeah, you guys have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you all. If you haven't already, please like the stream and subscribe. Get us to 4K. That would be swell. And yeah, we'll chat to you guys on the flip side, okay? Be good. Have a good rest of your day. And let's have a good start to the week, shall we? All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.